Well, pretty awesome. I'm here with the guys from Outlaw Buckers and a pretty great crew. I'll start with you, Jonathan. Just so everyone knows, because everyone hears about Outlaw Buckers, what different part does everyone play in it?
Well, Chad, Bruce, and I own the horses, and Curtis and Bob own the bulls.
Now, when you guys come together to rodeo, are all the animals kept in one place, or do you guys come from different destinations to make it to a rodeo?
The horses typically stay all together, and then the bulls stay at Curtis's. So.
Perfect. Now, I'm going to move on to Bob because I'm going to call him the veteran of the group just because, well, he looks like he has the most experience. Come on in, Bob. You've been in this business a while, and you get to come to the CFR like this, and you see the animals that you've raised. What does it mean to you guys in the Outlaw Buckers?
Well, it's nice when you've raised them yourself, and you're up right from calves or colts. Pretty proud of what they've done.
Now, definitely not the first time you guys have been here. You've been here a bunch of times before. You know, it keeps going. What keeps someone like you in the industry and wanting to keep doing this, because you guys do such a great job?
Too lazy to do anything else.
Well, sometimes the truth is the best way to have it. I'm going to go to you, Curtis, kind of the newest member of Outlaw Buckers, and you haul a lot of the bulls around, whether it be here to rodeos or to bull ridings and stuff. How many events do you bring the bulls to a year?
We'll probably hit about 60 throughout the summer and into the winter.
You know, and much like Bob, you raise a bunch of the livestock and you bring them up from calves. And what would be your favorite animal, or why don't you talk about the two animals that we retired today?
Yeah. Those bulls come with the company when I bought in. Bob, he raised Red Stag, and he had him from a calf, and then Rod Schellenberg raised Uptight. So I just kind of got to go on their coattails, I guess.
That's good. And if you had one bull that's up and coming right now and one bull that you wanted to see any bull rider get on, which bull would it be and which bull rider?
Well, I don't know. All these young kids that are coming up, like them West kids, it's good to see them. You know, and we got a little calf at home we call Nickel Package. I think next year he's the one, and him and Lonnie in the spring, maybe Camrose would be pretty good.
Oh, that's great. I'm going to move on to Bruce, who could be the most chatty guy of the group, without a doubt in my eyes. And Bruce, you've been doing this a long time at the Canadian finals, whether it be picking up, stock contracting. I think you've held every position. What is the CFR to you?
The CFR is to, like Bob said, is to raise one and see it buck at the CFR. Like, we're so lucky. We got a horse we raised tonight, American Trip, and I don't know, we're so lucky. We got 130 horses, and they're all home raised, every one of them.
Well, and that's awesome. You have a ton of experience and a ton of, I guess, a ton of memories. If we could take you back, say, in the last 10 years, one of your horses and what it's done here at the CFR, what would it be?
Oh, I don't know. I guess American Thumper, American Trip, and we go way back. We won the Bareback Horse of the Year in 1983 with Miss Cheadle. We're so fortunate. We've had a lot of good ones. We're really lucky.
Well, that's great. And we'll move on to the fifth member of the tribe. And Chad Byrne, you're kind of the unofficial spokesman because, well, you've appointed yourself that in many different ways. You get to come in, and you guys are one of the premier stock contractors in Canada. Give us a little bit of what it means to you guys to be selected not only here, but to the National Finals Rodeo.
Well, when we get invited to here in Edmonton and then to Vegas, it really makes you feel good about what you're doing, because those animals are selected by the contestants. So when they choose your animals to compete at their Super Bowl or their biggest event of the year, that means you're doing something right, and that means they appreciate it. So,
well, that's awesome. A little bit more. This is the Outlaw Buckers crew. Make sure we look more from them in the upcoming rodeo seasons.